Alright, so this is the next Watchful Wednesday where we go through those tourney games. We have finished that losers round 1, you can see on the right side. And we'll now go into round 2 of the winners bracket. It up. Some once it's loaded. I'm prepared. Professional streamer. How is this?
See boys of green, red war trucks too. You me's go
Hey, Benji.
for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world! I see marines of blue and parks of white. Those beaky boys, they sure know how to fight. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world!
So, first up is Piano versus Vagrant Table. I have exactly one game to cast because and that's this one, because another game has been casted by Torpid. Maybe. And the other one was casted by me live. So, if you watch this on YouTube, you'll find a link to the
what a wonderful world!
Wow. Yes.
Oh
yeah! So, this is the one game I will cast of this series because I was able to cast one of them live. You will have to skip through my first POV part of the live stream, which I will publish on YouTube at the same time I publish this game, this today's Watchful Wednesday. And for the other game, you will find the link to Torpid's cast in the description of the video. So, without further ado, let's go. Vagrant versus Piano. Jack Marine versus Warlock. Warlock and Guardians go for the same side so that the Guardians can take over the cap that the Warlock started, being faster with his speed of foot. Attacks, and we see triple Guardians. Vagrant did that a lot in the tourney, and it's frankly very interesting. It absolutely hard counters the triple scout build a lot of especially tech marines field against Eldar. So that's a thing. And of course it gives him a lot of Daka. And Daka's always good.
Adding support structure.
And I hope we will see how that fares and against a rather standard build. Hey, no. What do you mean, egg?
Support structure complete.
EG. Both players seem rather careful.
The Eldar are capturing one of our strategic points.
Huh.
We must disengage.
So, equal power. And now we'll have Banshees after the Guardians. Well, the Tech Marine is outmaneuvered a lot and just capping. Well, I guess as long as you're in heavy cover, you can put some damage into the attacks. I'm impressed. Yeah, okay, with Banshees coming. No model lost, great. And they will easily deal with the scouts over here, so this is not going too bad. Will he do his jumpy jump? Or did he do it already? Oh, upgraded Banshees even.
Going into the plants.
Our fortifications are under assault.
I don't understand. Yeah. I mean, you just stand there and shoot them. Don't know why he ran in, but he did what he did. And Banshee lost to the Daka Daka. Ooh, scout model killed by a destructor. Yeah, no, did not heal those scouts. He needed to push out, trying to save his node. Well, he still had some time, but you know.
Generator operational.
Also, I think did some good damage to the tanks. Everyone dropping all that power. The souls almost missed the guardians, but they retreat in time in case they hit anyways. The others try to kite good as they can, bait out the other jump so that the souls are out of energy for now and certainly will not be able to double jump within the next engagement if that comes anytime soon. I was about to say no mastercrafted bolter against Eldar seems weird. So there it is. Very good against Banshees and against upgraded Guardians too. The DPS increase doesn't seem to be much, but it hits a lot of critical points. Salt Marines ask for Witchblade, and here that is. Also will help to control the Tech Marine in ranged combat if needed. Let's retreat, rightfully so. Will they? Yeah, he could take one. Not even trying. Okay. Prefers to just cap. Guardians make it out, and holy shit! Like, that's not even that low on investments. I mean, Benji upgrade and Witchblade. Yeah, gotta get out. And still he gets super early tier 2. Very nice macro play and everything.
Technology unlock beginning. enemy is capturing one of our victory points. The enemy is
So Warlock goes with 1 Guardian, while Banshee goes 2. That's gonna be some bleed. If not a wipe. Yeah. Oh my god, but Piano kinda forgets about his scouts, which eat that special. From the Merciless. 1 Guardian hit. I was about to say, in no way he takes on these assaults, but it was just a howl and run.
become available, Commander.
That's a good position.
And the Falcon will be happy to have triple Guardian support.
We have 300 points remaining.
Victory point secured.
Warlock coming out on the Guardians. Right, 1 got wiped, so it's only 2 Guardians now that support that Falcon. And he will beeline for the power as they do, trying to get as much down as he can. However, Piano is not that low on power, even though Vagrant did try to bash a lot. But it wants the generators dead, of course, and it really wants the experience from the bashes. Bolts don't want to deal with the Merciless, so they jump out, but will find that there is a node there which they will take quite some time to get rid of. Repair on the generator. Embolden to increase the DPS. Try to kill it anyways. Don't know why he pulled back his Falcon. He is careful. That's probably the right thing to do. Banshee's force of the ASM. While Melta Dreadnought is coming out.
The enemy is capturing one of our strategic points.
Which would now ask a a Wraith Lord. A Wraith Lord is what you want now, as Vagrant. Because he loses some melee damage and his melee resistance completely, so now a Wraith Lord can easily duel them 1v1. However, next step would be AV upgrades of some sort. Exactly. Try and avoid that fate. Wraith Lord is coming out. Yeah, Melta Dread is so good against Edda because it bleeds them so well. And especially together with Melta Bomb, which Piano kinda hates because he hates to waste energy on anything that isn't jump. Kinda tells you how good Marine jump is. When they go back, they have some business to finish with that node. Now the scout model dies. Oop, oop. Yeah, that's a bit too far. Terrible micro of a Vagrant here. Just throws that Falcon. What happened? What was he doing? Did he have a stroke or something? That's so weird. That's very unlike him. He usually has pretty damn good micro. Wasn't able to catch the scouts though. Souls did finish their business. And we have a Brightlands Wraith Lord. So he can first outrange
Complete.
that Dreadnought and then go into melee with it.
We shall make it so.
And yeah, that's what I thought. You kind of want the last cannon behind this, so that the Wraith Lord can just run it down in melee.
Assault Marines as your command.
Sergeant coming out.
The task unfinished is a prayer unanswered. Scouts under attack.
The Eldar are claiming a victory point.
And again, he already hovered over the fire dragons before. But then decided to go for the Wraith Lord. Let's replay. From the cup. I'm still not through with the cup, Asmon.
Location secure.
Round 2. Vagrant versus Piano.
Our fortifications are under assault.
There lies the key to victory.
And in the end, he doesn't even go for the Devastator, but decides. Wraith Lord still in range stance. Decides that. What? Knocked them back, I guess. Warlock ranged, right? Decides that Fire Dragons is what he wants.
Enemy hands. We are losing a requisition point to the enemy.
2 Stoneyard models die. Did he bleed? Yeah, what's
The chapter stands with
gonna happen here? Oh, he's actually gonna try and bleed some Banshees? I don't understand. Because exactly, Wraith Lord can do that. Just chase him down. You can't win in melee, you can't win in range because you're outranged. Only thing he wins is on that in medium range. When both use their ranged weapons, but yeah. And by he, I mean the Dreadnought. Interesting. So any plasma coming out here? No rocket launcher actually. Does not go for the plasma to counter the heavy infantry fire dragons. Not the best positioning here. Double repair though. Banshees stay in play. Can now howl. No, they can't quite howl. Nothing's going for the tacticals with a rocket launcher. And if that thing turns around, I don't know, kind of felt like he could have killed the Wraith Lord there, but on the other hand, could have been a very elaborate bait. Melta is there, so he does have to be careful not to be killed by the souls now. No dragon armor, so if the souls jump them, they actually do get knocked back. Which they wouldn't if dragon armor was there. 2 soul models die here. Long damage from the fire dragons. They are doing well. And another Wraith Lord is what we get. We did see Cloak of Shadows, yeah. Used earlier to stealth his army, basically. Yeah. That's... Oh, and still retreats that way. At least he will go behind the shot blocker here, so maybe they survive. And a piano nade. Ooh, he was 1 HP. Yeah. Did feel like Melta Dread could have killed the Wraith Lord there, but I don't know. I don't know.
Equip the initiate.
I mean, even
The enemy is destroying a key structure.
I mean, the fire dragons were there. I don't know. You can go back and watch it again. Warp throw, very nicely, forcing off these tacticals. Even trying for the wipe, but not quite happening. Assaults jump in there. And now he would wish he had that dragon armor. And she gets shotgunned, but try to duel the assaults. Fire Dragons 3 models are back. Guardians obviously go for the scouts. Tekmi does not have the melter gun, which would be very useful now. Wavelord casually kills the scouts with his cleave. That's 2 A. Well, he's not even on AV bullets yet. Now he is. Warlock coming, Techmarine dying. This looks very much. Oh yeah, Piano kinda has to go all in because VP is pretty low. That's what happened here. I was about to say why this felt so weird. Water coming in, finish this. Infamous double special by the Witchblade. Very much fucking up the assaults there. Another kill for the Autark, another kill for the Autark. She does spawn with a power melee weapon. That helps a lot here. Yeah.
One of our initiates has fallen.
Now has an even stronger power melee weapon.
Disaster looms. We must.
And yeah. GG. Vagrant's troops are back. Banshee's just kept that
Those who
side.
hold fast to the Emperor are never truly defeated.
Alright, alright. And that's that game. Again, I casted the other game live. And the third game is on Torpid's channel, and when you watch this on YouTube, links in the description. So that's Vagrant versus Piano for today. Off we go to Bessie versus Torpid. There again, Torpid casted one of these replays. Link will be in the description. We just look at the other ones. Starting with this one then. Signum armor, you say, Asmon? Yeah. I didn't really follow the resources. It feel a little weird that Piano didn't field anything more, but I guess he bled a lot. So we have Torpedo on Inquisitor against Best Noob on the Warboss, and with the Sentinel and Catachans nerfed quite a bit. I'd say Warboss became quite a lot better against IG because melee is better against IG. On the other hand, Torpedo's going with the best anti-melee hero that IG has. So, quite even. Could argue Lord Commissar is also quite good, but what can you do?
We got it, boss, we got it! What do you want with me? Oh, beauty, you
What do you mean, Mickey?
That's a victory spot, that is!
What? What the fuck are you saying, Boogie?
Look who captured your victory! They coming at us!
So one sergeant is out. Second one's coming. Stomp is here. Warboss got stunned and is now getting focused down. The Stomp will go into the Sluggers and hits pretty good. Guardsmen are busy still kiting that Warboss, and the Inquisitor is gonna be very close to going down. Yeah, bye-bye. Do not underestimate Sluggers and their melee damage. No models lost, way too much damage put into the Warboss. You should have ignored him way more while trying to bleed these boys. Underestimated Slugger damage as well. Bomboy's coming out, and hence Cat a chance would be needed. That. And maybe crossbow bolt pistol. So Bestie going with a classic build. Power Spike would be right about now. He needs to be careful not to have his Storm Boys forced off like he's about to before the rest of his army kind of arrives. Also, this is about the time where you usually invest into upgrades if you want that Stormboy Power Spike, but that's the thing. He's got a more elaborate plan. He doesn't want it, he wants the 5 unit tier 1, and therefore his Power Spike is a little later. Yes, that's classic replay and observer problem. If a hero died once, the health bar often disappears. That's just Dawn of War 2 for you. I didn't really follow if the Sentinel used his little Stompy Stomp. I guess not, else Bestie wouldn't be doing this. Did kill a lot of shooters. Just two shooters there. Okay, interesting. Lost 4 guardsmen, so win for IG. Yeah, they will not kill that. So let me see how that looter is used. It's just being used to camp a point for now. And it looks like it will be able to go for the Inquisitor. I don't know which game this is. I just know it's one of the 2 games Inquisitor gets slain by that looter. Wow, so second death on the Inquisitor there. Not looking good for Torpedo. I just know it's one of the 2 games that Torpid didn't cast. And being this far behind, observers already call the GG. Spot is coming out. steal with the looters and shoot a blob. But there isn't really a considered. Yeah.
This here is mine.
Get the burners! It's roasting time!
Special ammo.
So I'll have to do it if he's not casting his losses, right? But don't spoil it, you know.
Burning for you.
Don't spoil anything. Because not everyone knows how this series ended. Especially the people that watch this on YouTube now or in many years may don't. Finally decides to get catechins.
That sounds a knob day,
Oof. The fuck? Yeah, that's not... I mean, why does he... Why did... What? If there's a looter here and an army coming from there, you gotta back up. Why did he push head on into that looter? Yes, he smoked it, but... I don't get it. Sorry. Catechins. He gets catechins. Finally, not spotters. I don't... I'm not used to the new IG yet. Weird. I'd like to watch this fight again. A lot of things going on, but really, you can go back and do it again. So that's game one. Off to... well, you know it's best of 3. At this point, I would advise you to go on the YouTube link if you watch this on YouTube and watch the one that Torpid casted. And then go on watching this video. Because otherwise there may be spoilers. Alright, go. This time, best noob on K-Nob and Torpedo on the Tech Marine.
I think this is important. Watch the nearest five. That's the key to victory, Dad. I think this is important.
Yeah, when I say new IG, I guess catechins are largely the same. The smoke bomb is not relevant in that engagement. And it's just the old reliable doing no damage. But in terms of Stormboy counter, they are pretty much the same. Lucky to find some scouts there, or maybe less than ideal map movement of Torpid, knowing he's up against the K-Nob and having the scouts. Well, they weren't that far up. But really should have retreated them earlier. Because it's not like Kano bleeds that model instantly. It does take some time, so that was slow. Very slow on Torpid's behalf. Could be in him. Look what the Kano did, man. Killed one scout model and brought the tacticals down to half. Buying time here. So, that's his build. Very unusual to get another slugger after the double shooter, but I absolutely see that against Space Marines and all the Malleus. Mastercrafted bolter win. The same against Orks as it is against Eldar, with the important little extra damage for those breaking points. Basically, if he has it, he can kill one slugger model when burner upgrade is in, so he does more than 120 damage with one salvo, with one burst, and that's basically killing the model then if all his 4 shots hit. Not being as annoying as he possibly can, saving that kill on the node before retreat. Very nice. No models lost, and some suboptimal scout micro. I mean, he should have seen these sluggers, shooters from miles away. But I guess he was busy with that whole situation there. KN also wins the ranged shootout against the Tech Marine. They have equal DPS. Difference is if you have the cloak active, you get 20% damage range damage reduction, so he wins against Tech Marine. Only problem is he has lower range, so if he's standing in cover, Tech Marine can just back up a bit and outrange him. But if they both just fire at each other, Kanob wins in ranged and melee. He's just that good. Okay, not passion. Should deactivate his cloak, that's just any energy wasting,
Requisition point.
We got it, boss. We got it.
The
What
if
do
you
you
boys
ask
need
me.
themselves a knob, they do. We've got 300 points left.
here for yes? Unleash your torpedo, boys. Wonderful.
The place is getting shot at.
So, Best Noob loses his power,
Boys need themselves a knob, they do.
but his investments were very little. Just one burner into one, so he still makes it. Torpid had to kill that power there, or else the game would be over. Because now we have a tank and a truck, sorry, and that will be carrying the burner sluggers, both even with knobs by now. So the power was enough to get the knobs.
What you want?
Zog, he's losing a victory point.
Unupgraded shooters, because only one scout got upgrades. Why not? Yeah, you kind of want a beeline for that power. With the burners in the truck. Yeah, just do the non-burners here. And the burner ones go to bash. Weird that he feels like he needs both in that truck. I mean, it does increase the retreat wide potential, but kinda needs the map back, right? He smelled that Devastator behind the tech. And that's one dead model. 2 smacks of the knob is largely enough. ASM meanwhile hunting those shooters as they should. Knob should absolutely melee those scouts, or he will soon die. Okay. Retreats. Truck now hunting scouts. Ah! Good on the... Yeah, very nice. Path fucking there. Intercepting those scouts. And he knows that where the fuck, yeah, the scouts were at this K-Nob, so he can use hide the boys without any punishment. Because if that one detector is sidelining, free real estate. Another slugger, really. Don't think I agree.
Just a green smear now, boss. Adding to our perks, boss.
I guess he knows he bashed enough that there is no possibility for a Razorback or a Dreadnought. And he still has enough wreck to possibly get a... what the fuck, these assaults will suffer for what they just did. Yeah. Yeah, truck needs to get closer. So Tech Marine can't move anymore. Devs get caught. Tech Marine dies. No armor upgrade on the truck. Yeah, a Razorback would be pretty lethal. But I was about to say he has enough wreck to soon get the tank busters. However, he has to know that he's gonna bleed a lot more, and so yeah. I don't know, man. Can't say I agree with this purchase.
captured your victory, mate.
Yeah, the Melta is absolutely weird decision here. I don't get it. Because it's pretty much countered by melee.
Coming at us.
Those boys all dead now.
On the other hand, Mastercrafted Bolter would have super bled Best Noob by now.
Messing about.
Oh,
Locked and loaded, boss.
strong micro Best Noob.
I'm here.
Didn't use your keyboard again? uh, I wish I didn't lose like a little kid to these people. Retreat maybe? No?
He's losing a victory point.
Or just buy time for the truck to come? Now he retreats. What's the blob capping? Holy shit! What's going on today? Gets lured just outside the Devastator range. Almost Slugger here. But really, if he was just able to fucking field the Razorback, I guess both bleed like pigs for some reason. But really, I mean, one Assault Sarge less, maybe spare the Melter and you can feel the Razorback, and it's a whole different story. I don't know why he didn't. Like, Bestie's pretty much dominating, and due to the truck and permanent reinforcement of the sluggers, he can get shit. Still reinforcing the vanilla shooters though, and I can't say I agree with that. Best Noob that is. Gets one tech model with a stun, and then just idles. So what's he microing? His truck? Yes, melee commandos are amazing. I just don't have the micro to use them, because they are basically a sideline unit, and that's how you have to use them. And then you juggle those 5 abilities of them. But I don't really see their use like in a direct army versus army fight. I think both Stormboys and Sluggers are pretty much better than the melee commandos, because in tier 2 with their knobs they deal more damage. Sluggers are more resistant, bleed no power with their Swampum, and Stormboys just have the Bomber Boy, which is just so fucking good in AVA. Now he actually gets the big shooters. What the fuck? What? What are you shooting here? For the suppression? Finally Razorback. And now Busters. Best Noob almost at pop cap. There's the Busters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can suppress the Melta Tech Marine, but you know, you can just melee him. Just that, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna get it, why not get it in tier 1, you know?
Let's
Let's
spec a tank.
back a tank. Is he gonna kill it with hide the boys on the busters? Uh, there it is! Rear armor. And that's it for the Razorback then. Bye bye. Which is kind of problematic because he saved a long time for that to happen. Melee to death by a Tech Marine. Awesome truck. I think he should replace that. I mean, there's still almost no AV on the field. But on the other hand, yeah, failed assault jump and kinda late retreat. At least he's covered by that. Ah, well, I guess it's good against the Devastator. Get that. Level 3 Slugger Knobs. Slap. No upgrades on the K-Knob. Shootout with the Tech Marine. Remember, Melters ignore cover, so nothing the Tech Marine K-Knob can win here. Hoppit now questioning his life choices.
Space Marines, nice toys, son.
Way better jump. But by now... knocks them out of the stun bomb. Level 4 sluggers against level 3 assaults. More scouts forgotten Wildcat. Guess Torpid was in caster mode, just hyper focusing on something. Yeah, they would have still died in retreat. 2 HP there. Those sluggers would have torn them apart. Or even a tank buster barrage like here would have killed them. Alright, and even the slugger knobs in tier 2. And a second tank buster overwatched. The fuck? Well, Torpid threw it. The towel, that is. So, yeah, that's why. We've seen Torpid lose twice, best of 3. You know what that makes? Torpid casted the one game he won of the series. That's just the things that happen. Alright, next up, Cry versus Adilla. This one first. Ah, isn't that great? More orcs, more K-Knob. Gotta love it. Warlock. on Cry and the K-Knob on Adilla. Not the way I would have expected things, but alright.
I think this is important. Look what I got.
So it looks like the Warlock is
Adding to our
kind of going with the Guardians, trying to bleed some Orc models while the Banshees will go their own way. And that's pretty smart. Banshees next to the Warlock himself. Banshees are probably the best thing to meet the K-Knob. At least he is avoiding the K-Knob with his Guardians, which is already a little advantage.
Look what I got.
Destructor coming in, yeah. Actually destroys the cover. Wow. And with the support of these Guardians, the Warlock can actually deal with the Sluggers. Banshees came over though. Didn't even go down that lane. Which is fine, because when you drop the double gens, you want to go into a defensive position. So splitting too much would really make you vulnerable to push.
Generator right, sparking now, boss.
Looters are here.
Rangers, perfect.
Orks coming.
I mean,
They just
look at that. Range damage isn't so bad. And the Banshees are coming to 8. Warlock is just hiding in that corner. This way the Sluggers can swarm him too perfect, only 4 models at the time, reducing their DPS. But this could be a little late. Ah, gets the lucky special. Holy shit. How fucking lucky can you get? But still dies. It's fine. It's fine. So Cry loses his Warlock. The Rangers will be capping, I think.
Where's me squig ointment? Locked and loaded.
I didn't even notice that Adilla was on a Fathom build. Did he lose his shooters? No.
the boys need themselves a
He just Fathom builded his way through. What I don't understand is what looters are supposed to do against Eldar, but yeah. I'm a looter hater. What can you do? I can't use them. Not at all, and that's why I don't understand. Stormboys I do understand.
bring out the bigger shooters.
Yeah, I mean, if the vanilla Rangers are about, and you know they're already out, I don't know if you should go for looters, really. They are such a good weapons team counter. Yep, that was some foo-foo level of looter play, but I guess it was all an elaborate bait and he just wanted the Banshees in so he could bleed a shit ton of models there. And it worked, so all good. All on me. Sluggers died though. Yes, they are both quite busy micro-wise.
Who wants a smack?
Immolators out. yeah, if he really went for the 2-2 and pushed the energy early, and he's on a 2-gen build, what's gonna stop him? I mean, the 2 sluggers can basically A-move everything. You can't, I mean, you can't have that many lucky specials on the Banshees, right? Holy shit. Now that's bloody. Okay, cry levels of luck though on both Banshees. And Guardians. He gonna try and kinda. I don't know, I would still kill some. That's a little too greedy, I think. Oof. Another ranger died. Oh! Oh, the Destructor just outright wipes the storms. Ah, too fucking greedy, Adilla, man. You had him there. And now Adilla nates his own looters. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my. Oh my word. So Ludus and Stormboys die. He's down to unupgraded sluggers and fully upgraded shooters with just sticks on the K-Knob. It's just like you see Adilla and he like first game and he Adillanates and wipes his own unit. It's just the meme will never die. It will never die this way. Oh man. Thought about repurchasing Storm Boys, but goes for the War Truck instead. Why has ample red? What? Wow. The timing on that Exarch. I'm gonna fucking cry. Oh my god. Woo. And again, he will not kill the Banshees. Yeah, but Adilla knows exactly what's coming up. Blind Busters. Maybe he's heard it or seen it crush something. Who knows? But imagine if Cry would be doing the double warp spiders right now. That would be... Oh, failed Destructor. That would be plenty weird though, if he had the Busters now. With double warp spiders. So that was quite the gamble, if you ask me. Oh. Okay, so the Falcon goes down. That's something. I'm just happy the YouTube viewers don't need to endure the Vengitron comments all the time. Shotgun though can work with a truck against Banshees, but yeah, only if he's in a truck. Otherwise he's gonna be focused down without an armor before he can even use it. And no banshees or anything else will get close to him.
Another buster.
So power still going strong. Warp spiders coming out now. Gamble worked. The busters killed the falcon. There is still room for a comeback. Guardians ripe. What are these people? That's a bloody ass fight. And you know what? Now he can't seriously gamble for tier 3. Is he gambling for tier 3? Come on. I mean, when Piano said Adilla is probably a gambling addiction. I didn't quite understand, but now I do. Okay, melee Mandos. Still no warp spiders there. Hey Cry, your favorite match? Yeah, possibly. I see that. I see how it could be your favorite match. We had a good laugh.
Just a green smear now, boss.
Boom. So no more power for Cry, but really does he need any? He has enough for Wraith Lord and another Warp Spider squad, and yeah. Truck's down. Truck doesn't even try to move for some reason. What the fuck is going on? And without a weirdo or Storm Boys, I mean, melee Mandos are nice, but I think he should have better invested into Storm Boys. Or weirdo, because he needed to counter the Warp Spiders. Did he see the Warp Spiders though? I can't even remember if he saw them before. Bye bye K-Nob. If he saw them before he dropped. Yeah, he did. Certainly did. Saw them and dropped the Mandos basically on the Warp Spiders. So he's actually gambling for the tier 3. And I mean, what you gonna get? I guess flash goods could be helpful now, but then the Warlock is just gone a Cloak of Shadows and your damage is quite reduced. And with the Warp Spiders, the Wraith Lord is the next thing to get. And if it's Wraith Lord, you kinda don't want Gits. Tank will be stunned by double Haywires and then killed by a Brightlands Wraith Lord. Like, the Warp Spider Wraith Lord combo, you kinda have to beat that in tier 2. If you go tier 3, I always lost. I guess Nobs is the thing you can do, because they take little damage from the Warp Spiders and can beat the Wraith Lord, and yeah, against Eldar's probably one of the few matchups where setting up a trap here. One of the few matchups where you can actually do very well with Nobs in tier 3. So I'd say Nobs, yes. Unless you have the time to wait for Battle Wagon, but you know what? I don't think he has. Okay, gives away his tier 3 by purchasing the knob on those commandos. No suppression on the Banshees though. Could have suppressed into Mandonates and not just Mandonates. That felt like very weird. Shotgun blast was used. Was it all healed off by the auto? I don't know. Shotgun Blast really is just against Banshees that use charge and may have the Warlock global shield thingy. Okay, bye bye Busters. Hmm. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. More sticks, please.
I shoot you! Eldar shooters!
Our generator's under attack! Our generator above just blew up!
He goes for the looted. Nah, bro, nah. But at this point, Flash Kids would just get jumped by all targets. It's pretty dire at this point. Yep, I said knobs already, but really what I think is would have been the best thing is to not go fucking tier 3 and invest into Storm Boys and a Weird Boy to counter the fucking spiders. Well, I don't believe in Mandos with your main army.
Who's a knob, they do?
Yeah, if he had the red, but he doesn't have the red. Like Mandos would have been the play if he had red for rocks.
Ready, boss!
So you can just, when the warp spiders lazily teleport all in one spot. Orks coming back. Then you can just knock them back and instantly rocks. And that could be a game-winning play.
Armor, boss!
But he doesn't have the red, so I don't agree with Mandos, really. If you go to 3 knobs,
That's more like it!
or at this point, Battle Wagon, this about now he would have been able to get a Battle Wagon, but yeah, no way without the tank he would have held any kind of map. So it's a nice wish. Really, tier 2 Storm Boys and oof. Harsh on the tank. Okay. Got wiped there. Tank. But the Banshees wiped something, right? No, the Mandos wiped something. Oh, one of the warp spiders died, yeah.
That was just a trick.
One of the warp spideys.
Eldar's getting my teeth.
Why is he keeping reinforcing the tank busters though?
Nice!
Alright,
Next time, boss!
not even GG. Knowing Adila, he will probably go for a bash now. Yep, best time for that. So, off to game 2. Pretty entertaining first one, I have to say. Go. This time Cry on Orks and Dilla on Space Marines.
Moving to cover.
Apothecary even against MacBoy. Pretty good map for the MacBoy, lots of garrisons. So he can hide.
Resource location spotted.
In a building and be annoying as fuck.
Space Marines on the field.
Okay, Cry's saying on that game both players had a plan and made it work. Let's see what the plan is here. Already don't quite agree with the one shooter build against Apothecary. Kinda asks for, I mean, with the vials. Any of the two vials, he has pretty good anti-melee. I don't really like that. Against double scout and ASM build, then you don't want that.
Our fortifications
Well, purification vials and
initiates with adding support.
what's the toxic thing he called? I think it's also vials.
Support
Oh, rights.
structure complete.
Yeah, purification rights, and
Support structure.
I think the toxic thing is the vials. Whatever. I'm not supposed to know all the fucking ability names. I'm just a caster, right? Maybe you could write down the full names for me so I can read them out.
Support structure complete.
Hey, Stridey.
The enemy is destroying a key structure. Purification vial. Adding power generator.
So purification rights and purification vials. Okay, so the two purifications. I knew their names shared some kind of wording.
A structure under our protection.
Both say purification. One is rights and one is vials, and both are pretty good against melee. Especially squishy melee with a lot of models. That's what I meant with the MacBoy on this map. A little disappointed that he doesn't have the red. Why doesn't he have any red? Did he war a lot? And it's actually the vials.
The Orks are taking one of our strategic points.
So yeah. Makes sense to go with the Devastator then. Now he has a pretty good ranged advantage, because there's just one shooter and the MacBoy. Those tanks can easily outshoot that with the Devastator in the back.
Are we to accept defeat?
Nothing can rush in. I like that build, makes a lot of sense against Cry's build. However, having the scouts that far forward doesn't, and the vials were not necessary on a... I mean, you want to bleed the Orks, not focus the fucking Painboy. You had a Devastator in the back. The Painboy would have never done anything. So, That was not very good from Adilla. Oh, terrible reload there from the... Were they suppressed or were they reloading? Why didn't they shoot any further? That was strange. But yeah, you want the shotgun scouts behind the tanks. Apo with the tanks. Heavy cover ideally. Tried vials into shotgun, but it's not working out very well. And without the sergeant, those scouts bleed a shit ton. I could see Sanguine Chainsword here, because again there's just one shooter, so he will have a hard time focusing the Apothecary, and if he heals all the time, then that will help him a lot. Lead these orcs. Now he's leading with the Devastators. I don't know, it's just... I very much dislike Adilla's positioning. Absolutely needed to go this way before retreats, because if you retreat around here, they will retreat that way and would have run right into the Orc forces. Now Cry runs right into the Space Marine forces, pays with 4 shooter models. Devastator kinda happy that he could bleed this much. Yeah, there's... Huh. Like us on range stance. Yeah, he's got the vials, though there was no way these sluggers could have stayed there. Nope, yeah, Meg has it now. Didn't have it before. That's not gonna be a kill. Oh, Flamers. Trying to... What? What? Trying to bash with the Flamers. But now he's 1 anti-melee tool less. Yeah, I know that he zoned you a little there. But... I don't know. Not sure. Didn't seem like the best zone to me, but okay. Focusing the Apo, but he's getting it. Instant global to revive. I think. Didn't watch the resource bars. Sluggers make it to the power. I don't know, Christ forces were here and there, and he put it there. I think could have made it this way or that way around. Yeah, it gave him a few seconds, I guess. Yeah, pretty big tech lead indeed. Cry goes for the weirdo. Ooh, that was pretty great widow shot. Unsupported attacks, suppressed. Sluggers, be happy. Bigger brains, so he wants that over there. Understandably so. Either dodge some wilds or get in on the Devastator.
Capturing one of our strategic points.
Another scout slain. Holy shit, the weirdo can actually fire over there. And over there. No. Okay, weirdo is constantly knocked back. Makeboy kinda has to retreat. Now there's an over there. Very weird one. What do you expect from a weird boy? What? Over there isn't there, and then goes for the bash. The grenades just came in tier 2 now. Also, it's Attila. He wants his Attila nades. What do you, I mean, expect? No upgrade. Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, basically always want that. Why didn't he get that? Now he goes for the death threat against the Razorback. So he seems to be comfortable just zoning it with a weirdo. Yeah, that Slugger's not doing so much.
We shall make it so.
Zooming Sluggers. He got the armor upgrade, so that 90 damage is not that much anymore, especially if it doesn't hit perfectly. By 90 damage, I mean the weirdo auto attacks. Oh yeah, right, he's Mech Boy. He doesn't need to get units for AV. Oh, that was just in time. Millisecond perfect play. Another good weirdo shot. He just created cover there, right? Was it auto attack or was it already there? With the special death threat? It looked like he created that cover, but could be wrong.
The Orks are taking one of our strategic.
Yeah, he might have been overstaying his Razorback. There. Big Boy trying to get another model before he teleports out. Gets 2. Big shooter strong. Loses his cover though. Now we have a last cannon, librarian coming to support.
Issuing new weapon loadouts.
Moving to cover.
We're losing a power node to the enemy.
A task unfinished is a prayer unanswered. What passes for fury among your misbegotten kind? They will close combat.
It's not gonna work.
Do not let his sacrifice be in vain.
Okay, Try floating at this point.
Scouts ready to earn our Space Marines on the field. Wield the sanguine chainsword. The chapter falls.
Oh, the big shoodown mech boy is pretty damn good. Just more range DPS when you need it. Weirdo goes down though. Killed by who knows what. And we get a late tier 2 Sanguine Chainsword. Good special from the Livy. Good special from the Apo, and off you fuck. Just downright more DPS. A lot of DPS actually. That's it. Also long bursts, which helps a lot. And if you add the MacBoy Global to it, well, actually the MacBoy Global is better on weapons that have bursts that are as fast as possible. So the long bursts kind of make the MacBoy Global a little, well, reduce its effectiveness. On him. It's basically a weapon, well, he got it here because he needed something to focus the apothecary, needed more DPS, and on ranged, because he didn't have a second shooter. And then it helps a lot if you switch to the beamy dev gun for vehicle and the vehicle dies, that you have a weapon to switch back to, not needing to invest anymore.
Understood.
Because otherwise the MacBoy is stuck with a beamy. So there's Stern Guard. Cry already has double gits here. And that will be a shit ton of Dakar now. Adilla really needs vehicles at this point. Yeah. No global on these gits yet. Painboy dies. Wow. Sluggers die. So does the Librarian. Nope, that wasn't. That was Sternguard, not the Librarian. One Slugger survives though, with little HP, and Angels of Death almost save the scouts, but MacBoy says no.
The greenskins are taking a victory point from us.
So a lot of death all around. Wow. More flash kits. Really, I mean, that's the point where not having ASM sucks for Dylan. I mean, it was the right thing to do against the double sluggers. Possibly. I mean, assaults can be good there too, when supported with a double shotgun. Why is he not focusing the apothecary? I guess he wants Defter to have free reign. Oh, but he did focus the apothecary in the end there. And that's GG. Attila losing all the troops. And Cry just managed to get a way to big advantage. Alright, that's that series. Cry wins. And we have one left. Damus versus Inno. I will have a quick toilet break. And see you in a minute. Come on, load in.
This is absurd behavior. Mr. Chief, face the camera.
Guys, I'm super hungry. I kinda have to eat something. Like, give me one more minute. Alright, I certainly fucking gobbled up that sandwich. We've got Damus
Reading you
on his force commander with the golden helmet. And in a curva on the Ravener Alpha. Long time not seen that fucker, and that from Inne. Wow. I mean, it is a big fucking map. By the way, the map was made by Inekurva, so yeah. Big fucking map, so those tunnels could be helpful. Very much. No second scout. Oh, there's a second scout. Sorry, my bad.
primary objective point ahead.
I don't know what I was on. 2 Unity 1.0 though from Inne, instant double gen drop. Let's see if James can punish that. If he sees it, he is going the right way. Force of the Homagons. They can't really do shit here because the Force Commander would have helped.
The support
No,
structure
don't.
complete.
Okay. Gets baited back.
Power generator.
Otherwise, if you would have seen that and upgraded that Flamer, bad times for Inne. He does have the 20 power for the Flamer, so timing would have been pretty damn great. No tunnel yet. Could be off cooldown. For the people that don't know that, you can't start off with a tunnel anymore. That was changed a few patches back, so he now has to endure some cooldown, I think half of it or something, before he can place his first tunnel.
This is Imperial territory now. Scouts,
Termagons happy
we claim Tyranid warriors.
The Tyranid
to find the scouts,
the enemy has claimed one of our battle brothers.
but with the tech, with the FC coming in, they kind of have to go. Got that one scout model, so they should be happy now. Ravenous after the Various.
A task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
Tactical marines at the ready. Location secure.
Hmm? I guess Damus accidentally popped Kraken rounds at some point, because now he would want them against the Various. Yes, I'm trying to do it chronologically, going through the rounds, though there's no spoilers, trying to avoid spoilers as good as I can. So this series will be the last one in the winners round 2, and as long as I can make that out from ESL or the replay names or replay times, I'm also trying to cast the game 1s of the series first and then the game 2s and so on, but you can't always know. This should be game 1 though, because the replays both came from Inne, so the timestamp is that of his computer, and therefore I can go by that.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Interesting, how would that go?
The artificer's armor.
Dodge is pretty damn strong. I guess the Thermos can just rush into melee and beat the scouts there. Why did these Thermos retreat? I guess he was a little overwhelmed with micro. Didn't see that they would win in melee and just retreated to be safe. One warrior goes down. Sam's backlash coming in.
My fury knows
Force
no
commander on
bounds.
Artificer. Chain knocking back this Ravener. He now made it past, and the Raveners should start doing something. What are they doing?
Stones offer cover.
Oh, Burrow Trap, okay. With the armor that gives him energy regeneration, so he can spam them even better. That's the plan here. However, these scouts already have a sergeant. This could be why they got the sergeant.
Research
So they would see that. Mighty Mine. Pretty equal tier 2 timing.
Another Xenos horror kill.
Yeah, it's just building himself in with the mines. Yep. That's Inakura for you. He finds those busted things in the game and abuses them so well. That's a skill of his own.
Xenos spotted. Such a win for the
Bolts jump right onto Bird Trap, gets stunned. For some reason, they'll seem to use their small leaps on the Raveners. It was weird. Very much.
One of our generators is under attack. Understood.
No mercy to all.
We must reverse the course of the battle.
The special actually hit the mine there. Okay, Force Commander super stunned by the 2 mines. Yeah, building time is absorbed.
Loadouts.
And the arming time as well.
One of our initiates has fallen.
But now the fun begins. Razorbacks out. And Nits have a notoriously hard time dealing with that.
Enemy is claiming a victory point.
Damus did not lose any major assets. Is not super far behind on VPs. So that is generally problematic. Adrenal Glands coming in though. And a Venom Root and a Zoanthrope. So the Adrenal Glands are there to buff the Homogons and be able to deal with assaults. Together with the Burrow Mines, Burrow Traps. Okay. Venom's zone that Razorback. Wow, the Zoanthrope ensures the ranged advantage. For Inen. That whole combination makes sense. Souls are forced off already. Stepping on the mine trap, sorry. Oh yeah, wait. Does the catalyst increase damage of the ability as well?
Release the great. One of our generators.
Because if that ability does double damage, that's 300 damage on Razorback, which is probably why he got the armor. so he would be able to endure more of that. Glad Warriors are way more tanky than without, so they are now tanking. But the Venoms get fucked by that plasma, and the melee warriors aren't focusing them.
We shall make it so.
So experts in the chat tell me that Catalyst does indeed buff Zone Trope's ability. Kinda sad that the Zone Trope wasn't in this fight the whole time. What was he doing all that time?
The enemy is
I like how the
capturing
barrel
one of our
trap is
strategic points.
buffed by the capillary tower. So the trap would have increased melee damage and sight range. And movement speed, of course, very important.
One of our own has died. The enemy must pay.
The barrel traps also do nice damage to vehicles and slow them for a long ass time. So the double zone now trying to snipe that Razorback. Venom Brute, they unupgraded, so they would be able to go for Death Spitters after the Razorback dies.
Understood.
Yeah, looks like gens would be nice, right? And the Tyranid Blob A moves. Let's go. However, Iron Halo Thunderhammer now.
My fury is my sword.
Oh, what's the Razorback doing? Uh, what are the zone tropes doing? He gets the Force Commander. Warriors are super annoying. Hammerguns die. They zone that Razorback very effectively. Now he kinda has to go, because the main Marine blob is here somewhere. And the Warrior model is about to go pop, especially against Stern Guard or Plasma. Yeah, the positioning with the zone drops there, getting flanked by the drop pod and salts, not even needing to jump them, was a bit iffy.
Understood. Ceasing rearmament.
Problematic, really. A shit ton of VPs for inner. And he's the first to go to 3 as well. So looking good so far.
Witches and sorcerers.
Yeah, Stern Guard.
Witches and sorcerers.
Why not?
They have us targeted. We shall return.
What?
Grenade. May all Tyranids join you in death. The Emperor's light is my torch. Strategic location ahead.
The Tyranid swarm is overwhelming a victory point.
Scouts under attack.
Oh, that's awesome. The fuck? Why the hell do I need that connection when I watch replays? Ugh. Off we go. Super speedy force commander. Look at that capping speed. He drank way too much coffee.
Space Marines on the field.
That's a good position. Adding support structure. On guard.
Under attack.
Support structure complete. Generator operational.
Requisition point under control. The task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
Adding power generator. Generator operational. With combat shot.
Upgrade complete.
The enemy is claiming a victory point. One of our initiates has fallen.
I have donned our finest power armor.
They have us targeted.
Research underway.
Scouts under attack! Scouts under attack!
Beware return fire.
The enemy is outmaneuvering us.
Horror killed.
Scouts here. All gear deployed.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Upgrade complete. Die! Location secure.
Issuing new weapons. Ceasing. We have lost it. Understood.
Return it!
You'll find me a sour meal. May all Tyranids join you in death. The chatter calls and we
I don't think it is slow for me though, Asmon. Really, not having the melee with the zone tropes made him have to retreat there. Why would you rush in your melee against the Thunderhammer? I don't
Mission cancelled.
really understand that fight. It is what it is. So where have we been? I think this is about it. Another full retreat.
Strategic location
Yeah.
gained.
The enemy is claiming a victory point. Fight on
Wait.
and drive the enemy back.
Oh, this is full speed. It seems very slow now.
We claim this in the Emperor's name.
A task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
My powers are yours.
Librarian now. Dame is pop capped. Inna still has some way to go.
Scouts under attack. The task unfinished is submarine.
Xenos Warpfire. Arm yourselves in faith. Interesting idea of a counter.
The
Still a Carnifex. I wonder why he, like, so weird. I would expect this army to be able to deal with a Space Marine army. There was one focused warp blast on the Razorback. There's the second. Venom Brood have their way. I don't really like him sending all his warriors away to melee that Razorback. It's not really working out. And a Stranglethorn. I don't know. I could see him not getting an upgrade and just using him in vanilla for now.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Fury among your misbegotten kind.
Ooh, very good shot there on the Razorback. Yeah, that's some damage on the Carnifex for losing that barrier. Ooh, even kills the Razorback. I don't know if that was a ground attack, but it sure worked. Good special by the Fax.
They have us targeted.
Shits out some mines to help damage.
Target acknowledged.
Those Assault Marines. Scouts eat a Stranglethorn cannon shot. Although the Librarian has to be careful not to be eaten by the Fax. Fax trying to get tier 3 off cavalry towers. The Ravener is still doing a thing.
The tide of battle turns toward the righteous.
He gets upgrade to heal the Fax. That was a very small heal. I guess it cancelled because it went out of range. I wonder why these aren't melee Raveners yet. Guess he wants the range DPS to deal with FC, but really a stun would also be pretty good to deal with FC. So Elixir though. Yeah, I can't really fire with that. With anything really. Same here.
They have us targeted. May all Tyranids join you in death. We are beset by foes.
The Tyranid swarm is overwhelming the victory point.
Here comes the heal. I mean, with a double zone heal, Carnifex should be pretty much able to A-move everything. Because the DPS on the last Devastator is not that big. There he is. Game is managing well.
Passes for fury among your misbegotten kind.
Incredibly well though.
The chapter calls and we answer. Understood.
The kind of Vex was pretty ideal, I think. Well, maybe Thornback running in could have been even better. Just tank everything. But not sure if he would have gotten the Razorback then. Victor can take the side now. And he will. No leap. Weird. Oh. Oh, if we have a focused Warp Blast here. Nope. That's just auto attacks. Oh, one soul may die here. Goes for the shield. What? Yeah, bye-bye. Vex. I don't know. What was he chasing? Shit out mines? Do some damage to the souls? No. Kinda hard to micro everything at the same time. Lictor doing his job capping, but that's the dead Vex. Didn't even use for the Emperor on the last cannon. And Inno calls it. Thinks Bob was dumb, and I kinda have to agree.
Let our enemies beware, for victory is ours.
Doesn't do enough. Oh. Oh, they give XP. Okay. Didn't think about that. In a saying, mines would be free XP for the ASM. So, Damus game 2. Yep. That was the one. Really didn't pay off. Maybe one Tyrant Guard would have been better. You have something to frontline. So. Yeah. Right. Map has been big, but why no tunnels, by the way? Because big map, tunnels good, right? Another Elder with Orks. You know, those Eldars. Teleporty heroes fighting for the building. Make by one. Well, yeah, I'm sure you can't watch it in. Yeah. Not the best start for the Warp Spider. This is actually against the rules somewhat. Teleport there. But it's not like he had advantage from it, so don't really care. Early Shuriken is in. Orc forces routed. Become the Storm Boys. Dame is going for that typical timing push. Second Shuriken's coming too though. And that kind of forces Damus to deal with the first Shuriken with his shooters by suppressing it with the big shooters. So he would have the jump of the Storm Boys for the second one that is usually behind the first. Second big shooter coming in. Macboy is still playing with Banshees. Which retreat now? Or you could jump the first Shuriken with the Macboy and the second one with the Stone Boys. Also possible. But if you jump the first one with the Macboy, the second one in the Banshees may wipe your Macboy faster than you can say, oh fuck, that wasn't a good idea. Why are these sluggers going back? Mines coming out. Notice there's no rangers. So that's no battery pack then.
I told you to do it my way.
Oh, the shurikens aren't covering each other. That's not good. Banshee's not here. Pretty much off position. Well, Banshees aren't upgraded. Stormboys can actually beat that if they want. The Macboy contributes some fire. Well, not anymore they can, but... double shooters help too. Macboy still chasing that shuriken. Retreat mines. What's going on? Warp Spider from the back with both the bleedy upgrades. So he's a force to be reckoned with. He's gonna use that. Try and bash some power. James does have quite the advantage. Wow, he only loses one shooter for it. Even though he did shoot that heavy cover warp spider with both upgrades for quite some time. Some boys could kill another guardian here. Nope, use that jumpy. Get one anyways. That's just one. Tier 2 coming in for Damus. Stormboys could have forced off a shuriken, had the jump up. But well, what can you do? Uses his flamers here. Look at that damage. Pretty damn good. Now these sluggers can actually beat the banshees since they have that little support from the MacBoy. One mine is good. Yeah. The others basically land in retreat path. Helpful. Quite helpful. Stormpack's coming, so is the truck. Yeah, Stormboys with the knob will be able to deal with Exarch-less Banshees. Yes, everything. Wolf spiders are in. Didn't see if they were globaled in. Yeah, it looks like it. There's no red from in and I have not seen any crack shots, so those were globaled in, certainly. Don't know why he didn't go for the Exarch. Oh, he is. Okay. And now here comes the haywire aspect. They are quite some... quite far away. That's what they are. The spider's not in cover, but shooters only have light cover, so Warthog will kill him though. Splat. That's a dent in his echo. Shut up, Esmond. No spoilers. Yeah, the VP lead is enormous for an Akira, and he's made it tier 2. So now begins the phase where Elder has a slight advantage in the matchup. However, he did bleed a lot in tier 1. MacBoy goes down though. And the Stormboys don't look well. Okay. Good. The mines save him. Stormboy knob explodes though. Oh. Could have wiped them if it wasn't for the sync kill. Unlucky. Truck comes in with a Slugger Boy delivery. And the truck is far off when the haywire hits, while Banshees are still trying to deal with mines. What's this? You can tell me Haywire's off cooldown already. Tier 3 from Damus and a second warp spider from Inner. Does have quite some power too though. He needs some map control to get that Waste Lord out. On the other hand, Warp Spider Exarch is and the Haywire probably priority. Brightlands did very little this game. Ooh. Nice. Just got the Mech Boy with the Exarch. Exarch goes down though. And Shuriken goes down. Warp Spiders do a good jump. They have to run when the Stormboy calls his Bomber Boys. No heroes traded. Mines are annoying the fuck out of Inner. But what can you do, right? Okay, trigger the energy regeneration maybe? No? Ah, nice. You did it. That is a lot of energy. That gives... I didn't know it was this fast and this much. The Warp Spider is trying to cap the side. The Warp Spiders try to have a shooting duel with the shooters. Out of cover though. Oh, this could be a wipe. No, it's not. Get out. Double Haywire and run before the Sluggers pop out. Sluggers pop out anyways. That can't really wipe anything. They get one Banshee model. Damus is obviously focusing VPs because he's so damn low with them. Magbar repairs the truck.
He's losing some land.
What the fuck was that? Underhanded to Damus, pretty good truck usage.
They ain't marching anywhere
the best you can do? Here for yous.
Sluggers in the truck. A classic.
Other side's got 200 points left.
Shit. Mines and retreat path. I wasn't sure if the shooters alone would be able to do it, but with these mines,
Gear up, boss.
easy wipe. He was just about to upgrade
Trick right.
the armor on that thing, so
Fellows right.
pretty big hit to him. The Waste Lord or not? What you gonna do? Autark. Ooh, retreat path rocks and a nice one. Okay, looked nicer than it was. Wiped nothing. Still, the situation isn't getting better for in here. Now you really kind of need that. Ah well, it's a tourney game. Let them play it out. Why not? He still had MVPs. And there's always room for lucky wipes with warp spiders. All it takes is one mistake from Damus. Really, the losing of his two shurikens is what cost him the game here. Maybe at some point he needed to get a ranger to deal with the mines. Yeah, they are.
The other side's got 100 points left.
In is saying these two VPs are so close together. Obviously not an advantage for a fast race like Eldar. The enemy can just camp 1 point. Homeboys to keep the Banshees from reaching the tank. Yeah. Yeah, obviously cried in the game before that about the mines. I know. We've seen it. We've all seen it. You think there was no way to fit in some rangers at some point? Oh, now you're getting the rangers, okay.
Wait one. Give me a thunder spear.
I mean, he fit in the mine purchase. Yeah, that's correct. You fit in the mine purchase and that's 20 power as well. Of course you would have had to invest more rack. Yeah. When is saying he was super rack starved and they would have gotten shot up by the two upgraded shooters. Also can't kill mines if I want to jump with spiders. So that's that series. And with that, we finish the round number 2 of the winners bracket. So next time we will go with the losers bracket. That's round 2. That's another 4 series. And then the week after, I think I will be able to do all the remaining series in the winners and the losers bracket, because a lot of the remaining has been cast live already, or will or have been cast by Torpid either. So, yep, that's it. I'm done casting for today. Can't take much more of it. And I will see you next week, or I guess I'll try to play some tomorrow in the morning because I have another day off. Bye bye, and I'm sneaking out.